Hey guys, tmanplays here with another Warner rent game for you today. And just like I said in our last video, I thought 35Y was a big winner of this patch. So we're going to be playing them today, and we're versus a very high quality opponent in Latent, who is playing what I believe is the #1 division in the game, Berliner Grupperung. So, right off the bat, going to be starting with the CV going to Alpha, kind of then rear at that to Bravo. Other CV has already captured Delta, and it's on its way to here for Charlie. I have a small force. It's making its way over to this left-hand side to put pressure on his back zone. Two OPs, two Iglas, a team of spetznaz, and a recon unit, as well as a spetznaz commander, just to go ahead and capture Foxtrot, or at least contest it. And then we have some grenade launchers that are going to lock down these buildings here, as well as just an anti-tank unit. So I want to go ahead and capture this area as well, secure this, basically play defensive here, and then put pressure here, uh, play defensive here as well, as our recon unit is heading here, just to make sure he doesn't sneak through my back line. But in this little wood facility area, I have SPGs to basically kill any transports that Berliner can throw at us, as these at least have 15 shots, and they can damage infantry as well. So I imagine we can at least do some damage against his transports that way, and that'll allow the spetsnaz to basically take out the infantry. So we have three of these SPG-9 units, and then just two spetsnaz, followed with some AA and some supply there. So on the left-hand side, looks like he did kind of venture out this way. See a Metis team here. So we got to quickly take out this SPG-9. And, well, the Metis is going to try and take out our retreating UAZs there. So just going to move these guys into the forest. Going to go ahead and order some helicopter infantry so that we can put even more pressure on here quickly, as we already have one on the way. On the right hand side here, we see an FS Jaeger just kind of unloaded here. So we are actually doing a bit of damage to that, but he is going to pull that back and retreat. And in the middle, grenade launcher doing a nice job against this FS Jaeger. So this helicopter, decided I want to take out this Metis team, as it almost sniped my command. Thankfully, I unloaded that in time. And, well, just going to unload our infantry here, charge our infantry towards him, take back off with our helicopter, and then as soon as we spot that infantry, we can start basically firing the rockets from our Mi-8 MTV. As we do get tagged by Estrella 2M there, which is a bit unfortunate, as this helicopter does have 20% ECM, and Estrella here only has a 40% chance to hit, so a bit unfortunate to get hit with the first shot there. And, well, the Su-22 looked like he was going to try and gun run me there. For some reason, lost alignment. And we get our CV into this zone, as our spetsnaz doing a good job just keeping all his vopos at bay. Gonna go ahead and move in my resupply units to get them their RPOs back for the next wave. So we see the rocket plane comes in, does get my SPG-9, does damage my spetsnaz a bit. So I'm gonna order a MiG-29 just to go ahead and maybe start countering some of that. As on the left, we are slowly gaining ground. And trying to move this helicopter up to land a little bit further. Sending in the MiG-29 to basically try and catch that out. Looks like he has two more though, so we're gonna end up actually changing targets. Don't get any hits there though. So we change targets to the next one, as we'll maybe get a side shot here. And we end up missing. So now I'm just gonna try and pull this guy back. Have another MiG-29 coming in to cover the retreating one. So just trying to move him away so he can't get shot with the other Su-24's gun. End up taking out one there. tell it to go for the other. But then I realized, well, we're a little too far over his airspace, so just gonna pull that guy back. So here we see the vopos that have come in large numbers, but these spetznaz, like I've been saying, are extremely powerful in this update. So I mean, my two spetznaz have basically just been holding off this entire wave. And we still have a good amount of ammo on our SPGs. This one hasn't even been really used yet. And now I'm bringing in some more AA in case he decides to fly planes over. On this side, spetznaz commanders almost in there. I'm just going to go ahead and clear out these buildings with my other units here. Moving across some recon to see if he has any recon here so that he can see what I'm doing. Sure enough, he does. So we're going to need to deal with that. Also have two metis teams for any vehicles that might come my way, just so I can go ahead and kind of cut off this road. And we see lots of vopos in this sector. So I buy two Mi-24V AA helicopters, as these will at least provide some rocket cover to help really destroy these, and also double as AA with their iglas. And then if he flies planes over this way, I should be able to catch him out with my MiG-29s once those are kind of healed up. So metis over here. Already going to try and start doing some work on these BMP-1s, as we're back at a +1 now that we're contesting this. Metis going to be able to get the first hit there by a HE bomber. I believe that is for the recon over here. And we see some iglas or Strellas starting to hit my helicopters on this side. So I am going to be forced to pull that back. Also have two more helicopters here. One of them was in reserve that I pulled back earlier. Other one still has the infantry. So HE bomber going to be used for the mod shoots in here, just to help clear out this area more, as I feel like I should be able to take out this recon infantry with my helicopters and my recon there. So we end up taking that out. Bomber kills off one of the mod shoots, and spetznaz should be able to take out the other. And now we're just going to try and move this helicopter to the rear, maybe catch out his CV somewhere back here. So just going to fly this guy over. The other one's out of ammo, so I'm just going to pull him back, land him here for future supplies. Looks like he does have some AA here, though. So our Mi-8T does go down there. And on this side, got some supply in to help heal up these spetznaz, as well as some more anti-tank that I'm presumably going to need, as the next wave of vopos is already coming in. So really need to get these guys supplied. As we see just how much stuff is coming over this hill. I am running low on ammo on my SPG. And my spetznaz aren't really healed at this point. So this is a lot of stuff to deal with. And this is the true power of Zentrum. Just sending in all this spam infantry with all these transports that are really good. So I'm going to decide, instead of losing these guys, we're going to try and pull them back. Maybe kill off the transports with the BMD-2. And we're just going to have to sacrifice the SPG-9 there, as he just ran out of ammo. So Eagle I'm also going to try and save. And we're just going to pull all these guys back into the forest, as he has a lot of infantry now in these buildings, including a grenade launcher and SPG-9 of his own, as well as some T-55 AM2s. So we know a lot of his investment is here right now. So I do have another bomber that's going to be coming in, going for his grenade launcher and his SPG-9 there. Maybe can catch out another unit as well. And I'm just going to start moving up my BMD-2 to maybe take out some more of his units in the back. So bomber going to drop there. Does get some good hits. And our helicopter is basically just providing air cover. Has tried to heal my spetznaz here, but it looks like an Urigan is coming right on top of him, so we're trying to run away from that. Unfortunately, though, Urigan gonna be able to get some nice shots on us. And well, one of the final shots there does finish us off. So I saw the tanks over here, so I bought an Akula to maybe hover around this side, destroy some of these. As my Mi-24s are kind of flying a little dangerously with the low HP, so I will need to pull those back. But by this point, I do have more reinforcements that just arrived, so we should be able to start putting more pressure back on the zone. In the middle, spot the off glare here. Grenade launcher in combination with the infantry, though. Gonna make short work of that. And on the left-hand side, we're still holding what we need to hold. Managed to get some more AT up. I've got some supply that resupplied the Metis and a little bit of the spetznaz there, as the next wave of vopos is coming in on the left-hand side that I'll have to deal with now. On the right, the Akula trying to catch out the AM2 there. I'm not going to be able to do it, though, and I'm going to decide to go ahead and pull this guy back so we can heal him up for later. And I'm going to start moving some of the infantry a little bit closer to maybe take that out. So Akula there, going to be able to get the AM2. Going to move him back a little bit, just in case he has a plane or something coming. I do have both MiGs up at this point, so I feel pretty comfortable just leaving him there. And sure enough, we spot some FS Jaeger in our back line, although I believe I was not looking here at the time because I'm rerouting these helicopters over to the Mi-26. See his plane come in, try and strafe these. Doesn't align very well, though, so double MiG. Gonna try and get the hits we need on that. Unfortunately, though, we miss. And sure enough, a rocket's coming in straight from my Akula. So we do see that, so I'm going to try and land this guy. And then I decide I'm not going to get away, so I'm just going to keep moving to the side to maybe force him to not be able to kill it. Sure enough, it works, and we take out his plane. So now we're going to move that and land it, although I just had some supply here and saw that it got captured. So going to order up another Akula to deal with whatever's in my back line here, as I do put a flare down because I know something's here. And then I'm going to reroute this helicopter to the Mi-26 to heal up. So I didn't move my command quick enough, so his FS Jaeger does take me out, as well as a BMD-2. And well, we're going to get some more helicopter infantry to help over there. On this side, the zombie wave of vopos is slowly pushing through my lines. Not really too much I can do about this. However, now my plan is shifting to, once I heal up these helicopters, I can push in all these helicopters to really help deal with this. So just trying to hold off as long as possible. As the Akula A is now going to sweep over this area, make sure my supply line is somewhat secure. As we're just looking for the FS Jaeger. So on this side, my healed up helicopters are now moving forward. So they now have all their rockets and ammunition. So you can see all these vopos in the open, really caught off guard. I'm going to move my CV a little bit further so they can't spot it. And well, just going to be doing a lot of work against these guys. So he does take out one of my Mi-24Vs. So that's going to force me to start pulling back some of my other helicopters. And well, we see the Mi-8 here, so we're going to pull that back the other way. And I'm hoping once I bring up this Akula, maybe I can snipe some of these Strillas at range. So we're going to deploy them a little bit further back. Also, I can be able to destroy these T-55 AM2Bs. Yes, he does get one hit there. So a bit unfortunate, but we at least destroy that. And then I'm going to try and pull back. Other Akula is now going to take the brunt, as this one's going to be sent back to repair. So we get both tanks there. And I don't want to get too close to the AA, so just going to pull the Akula back. Then we're going to target it when it's in the open. But by this point, I'm too close. And of course, he hits the first shot. Hits the second shot, so I'm trying to pull back now. And sure enough, there's an AT plane, which is going to be able to finish me off. So both my MiG-29s going to go for the revenge kill. Get 2 more missiles off. And 1 hits, so we do get the kill there. But our push over here has now failed, so we're going to have to retreat all this. Lathan's now at a +1 as he controls Bravo. But by now, I have most of my reinforcements up, and we have some more spetznaz that are slowly taking back these positions. So once we get this next wave of infantry up, I'm going to feel it's safe enough to call in a command. As there's our command. On this side, Metis now cutting off this reinforcement road. And well, we have all our remaining helicopters getting healed up at this Mi-26. Also have this Akula. It's basically spotting anything that came through this road to make sure he didn't have anything else that snuck through. Guess we do spot some FS Jaeger there, so we're going to pull back our Desaniki until we have better cover for them. Bomber coming in for his FS Jaeger, as I find that a pretty important unit to take out. So we're just going to bomb right on top of them. Do take them out, but we do lose the MiG. So now I'm just moving supply around, trying to heal all these units up. Just trying to pull back this Akula AA back above to clear this area some more, but he ends up gun running it with a plane. So double MiG, gonna try and get our 4 missiles off there to take that out, and well, we do find the kill. Go just a little far in the line though, as we do lose one unfortunately to a Strela and a Buk. The other one thankfully gets out, but I still think it was worth it to take out the Su-22 AT. And we see another push here with some cheap tanks, some FS Jaeger, and some vopos. Thankfully, my reinforcements just kind of arrived. My CV is still moving up when it shouldn't be, so I'm gonna try and pull that off to the road now. And our Mi-8 rocket, gonna try and destroy some of this infantry that was out in the open, at least support our other infantry there. As his tanks are gonna retreat, I'm gonna buy up a T-64B of my own that I can kind of push up here, or maybe here, cut off this road. And once we finish off this infantry, we can move in our BMB-2s to better positions. So you'll see all my helicopters coming back to support this area. As we also see another unit on this side, which turns up to be my captured supply. And I'm going to decide to put more pressure on this left-hand side again. So buying another commander, buying another spetznaz, as I think we cleared this out well enough to be able to push in again and put more pressure. So command's going to get back in. That neutralizes everything. and I'm going to decide to land this helicopter infantry here to kind of get in this building to really protect my rear line, since I'm seeing all these supply vehicles come through there. And we're also going to move across our helicopters over our back line, make sure he doesn't have anything behind us, as I'm also sending in an Mi-26 to really help resupply everything here. So in the middle, you can see I basically just sent in a few more units for defense. Another grenade launcher here, in case he decided to try and sneak infantry across. When in this building, we can kind of cut him down in the open. Left-hand side, just some supply for the Metis and the Desaniki there, as well as the Igla. Still have the other Igla here, and another Igla here. And we're just waiting for our reinforcements before we get back into that zone. All the action really going on in Bravo, as we're just trying to fully capture this zone now, as our BMDs are pushing up, trying to destroy his AA in the rear. And we're also pushing up with all our Desaniki BMPs, or BMDs, just to kill any tanks that are left in this area. As I do have the T-64 up now, that has good line of sight over this reinforcement road. So we see all the Strela 2Ms that he has here. BMD going to be moving across now to try and engage that. And we're going to move this helicopter back to resupply. Also going to go ahead and move up some of our infantry to try and engage those units as well, as he seems to be in like a full retreat now. But I don't want to push everything just yet, as I do have such a strong position here. So now we're going to start catching out these tanks with our Desaniki. End up losing a recon helicopter there with another gun run. But you can see now that Mi-24V able to get the kill on that, and the MiGs can now evacuate. And we see the next wave of units coming down this road. T-64 does take quite a few hits there from a bunch of T-55s, so we're going to have to pull that back. So we do have another one that's slowly approaching. Doesn't have the best line of sight for now, though. And our Desaniki really failed us with their AT, as they didn't really hit much. So we end up losing all three squads there. But now, going to be pushing ahead with the BMD-2s, basically to figure out where his CV is here. Going to go ahead and push ahead with the spetznaz as well, since I know this area is clear and these guys won't get shot from anything over there. And we're just going to work on resupplying everybody. As it turns out, there's another Strela here that tagged my helicopter. So he ends up running out the CV. It's going to put us back at a +1. And I'm just going to move in the helicopter for some support. He's going to gun down that SPG-9. On the left-hand side, our units finally arrived, so going to be moving all these guys back into the zone. Also have some more AA, as well as another Metis team. It's going to be coming here, then unloading, running here to possibly here. BMD-2 goes down there to the Metis over here. And our other Mi-8 going to be able to spot the Strela there. Fortunately for us, though, gets right on top of him, so he can't fire his rockets now. So I'm moving across the infantry to kind of help deal with that. Thankfully, the 20% ECM actually doing its job now, as he misses 3 shots in a row, and our tank ends up taking that out. So now it looks like he's going to push across with the Metis, but this will show you how strong this combination of SPG-9 and grenade launcher is. So you can see we're just stunning this guy down. So gonna force him to retreat. As he is losing a lot of guys here. And on this side, an Urgan comes in to try and destroy my units pushing back in. Thankfully, just misses my command, as we were just quick enough to get that guy in. Have the spetznaz and the spetznaz OP combination again. So we're going to go ahead and push that towards the Manchutzen. Try and take those guys out. So that puts us back at a +2 now. See the spetznaz charging across. And well, once we get on top of these Manchutzen, they're not going to last long. And it's going to stop them there. Fire off the RPOs. And now these guys are pretty much stunned down and in full retreat. So we're just going to end up following them. In the middle, have some more helicopters. Basically, they were going to be support against the Metis that was charging across. But don't really need them anymore, so we're going to unload the infantry here, then push that across to destroy the tanks. And we see a little push here. So I don't have actually too much in this area, so I am going to need some infantry reinforcements. I end up buying 2 more MiG-29s because I need air cover. I also possibly need to destroy this Mi-24 VP, as that's a potential issue. Some artillery here hitting my spetznaz and spetznaz OP. But my Metis now can basically do a good job against these AM2s. Also, the Yakula in the rear going to help out as well. So we do tag 1 AM2 there. Unfortunately, though, does get Destrella up, and well, 2 hits in a row there. So classic 20% ECM Strela, 40% hit chance, and they hit two in a row. So got to pull that guy back just a little bit. As this Mi-24 VP is now a problem, as he's basically right at my CV. We see the classic plane gun run on the helicopter there. Can't really do too much about that. But our MiG-29s are going to be able to at least revenge kill his helicopter, and my other MiG-29 does at least revenge kill the AT-SU-22. So we have a very secure foothold of this right-hand side now. We know he's not really trying this area yet because of our recon. I'm trying to basically get control here so I can maybe push across into his city area. I see his units coming down on the left-hand side in the middle, so I decide to move my CV to a little bit safer location where I actually have these defensive units. And well, we have a T-64B on the way, some spetsnaz GRU, and some AA. I'm moving my helicopters to support destroying this Avclair, but the Strela's there really doing a number on my helicopters now, as they seem to be hitting everything. Gonna move back my supply because I don't know what all he's sneaking through my line at this point. And basically, we're gonna establish a new position here, so we do at least see some things charging down. So I know I have a big issue over here now. So you'll see, because of that, all my helicopters that have been sitting here and resupplying, gonna be moving them to really support the outer edge over here. T-64B gonna be doing nice work of keeping his units away from this area. And we see a Book here. We see his Metis units here. I'm starting to get kind of behind his line. See the motorized Rozvedka going against my Spetsnaz commander. I should win this engagement very easily, as we have the AKSU 74s. So we are just going to charge those guys down so that they can't escape. And we'll have another Mi-24K. So he'll have to fly deep over my line with the plane now to take this out. And I have a MiG-29 that I can readily use, so I feel pretty confident about this purchase. Over here, I did sneak in some infantry that I landed in the helicopters across. So that is going to be able to take out that. Also do some damage to his Estrella teams there. Moving across the grenade launcher as well to really help with those engagements. And well, we're completely clearing him out here now. But he is getting some units behind my line. We did win the engagement against the motorized Resveka, so we're going to be moving that CV just a little bit so we can artillery it. And on this side, spetznaz OP trying to deal with this T-80B, but Lathan's there, going to surrender, and that's going to give us the win. So traded really well. Obviously, Lathan's high-quality opponent was ranked number 5 at the time of this game, currently ranked number 6. Lots of experience there. But we can see Spetsnaz basically held the line against the Vopos. Our MiG-29s did a lot of work for us in taking out his Air Force. Mi-24Vs with their rockets and their AA also proved to be very useful. The Metis team dealing with transports. You can see the usefulness of the Mi-8 TV rocket as well. BMB-2 also did a nice job there. But really, I think 35Y, really strong division in the current update. I still put Berliner above them. But, you know, maybe 35Y is a good solid second or third place. But we'll see. I'll have a tier list coming out sometime soon. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that game. And have a great day. And I'll catch you on the next one. Later, guys.